You're watching Pyro Media Network.
I'm jealous of your excitement, 'cause it means so much to you, and it won't ever remove. I'm jealous of your day one cousins too, 'cause they knew you from the womb and know all that you've been through. I'm jealous of the way the sun gets to shine on you. I'm jealous of the way the moon spends its nights, watching you snooze even in your sleep. You're so fine. Please tell me, babe, is it a crime? Can I just get all of your time? I'm selfish 'cause you're supposed to be all mine. So don't let the wind kiss your face. All mine. No, don't let nothing take my place. Supposed to be all mine. From the car you drive to the street you ride. I'm jealous. I'm selfish. All mine. I'm jealous of the seasons as they change, 'cause they seen you through the rain and you ride through all the waves.
Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
I think what you're trying to ask is why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with black culture. I think that's what you're asking. I have no choice over it. In the first place, to me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people. I mean that in every sense, outside and inside. And to me, we have a culture that is surpassed by no other civilization, but we don't know anything about it. So again, I think I've said this before in this same interview, I think at some time before, my job is to somehow make them curious enough or persuade them by hook or crook to get more aware of themselves and where they came from and what they are into and what is already there, and just to bring it out. This is what compels me to compel them, and I will do it by whatever means necessary.
What is going on, Pyromaniacs? We are here with our Tuesday top 3. Welcome to another episode of Pyro Power Hour. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and subscribing if you have not done so already. Make sure you let the algorithm know that we are loud, live, and in color. And yes, thank you to all of you guys for joining on in. Don't forget to, if you're feeling so inclined as well, you can go ahead and bless the platform by blessing it by going to Cash App, $Pyro Media, or if you're feeling so inclined to bless me, Kwame C86. That's mine directly. Who is in the building? We got Dr. Holt in the building. So I made it and not live yet. Yes. Yeah. What's going on, Keith? Thanks for joining. Welcome, welcome to my Pyromaniacs. Yeah. So what's going on, Cyrus? What's going on, Michaela? How you guys doing? This song was a vibe. I was listening to it a little earlier. I was looking it up on Epidemic Sound, and I was like, oh, this is a little vibe. Let me go and download this and put it on. Yes. Y'all like that little Nina Simone, little Nina Simone vibes? Yeah. Shout out to Nina Simone. We love her. What is going on, Timothy? Thank you for joining on in. Thank you guys so much, everybody, Lada-Dottie, for coming on in the room. Listen, we got a lot to talk about today, and I do not want to labor or delay you guys any longer. So, first and foremost, welcome to the show. This is our first, well, not our first. We've done Tuesday shows before, but this is our first official Top 3 Tuesday. We're going to be adding Tuesdays to our repertoire, if you will. And we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to we have some updates on the Savannah Guthrie and her mom situation. We also have some sad news from the Sherry Shepherd show. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about what's going on regarding Don Lemon. He did appear on Jimmy Kimmel last night for an interview, which was really interesting. There was a lot of takeaways from that, so I want to get into that. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. And tomorrow we're going to be reading some fire letters from you guys. So make sure that you guys send in your fire letters if you want to send in an audience letter, a review, or whatever. Or if you just have stories that you guys want us to review or go over, you can do it by hitting up pyropowerhour@gmail.com. That is the dedicated line for Pyro Power Hour on our show. That's right, Pyro Power Hour at gmail.com. Also, if you have not done so already, make sure you guys are subscribed to our text message notification system. Blaze, text Blaze, BLAZE, to 833-793-2423, and we will let you know when we go live or when we upload new material. We do not let you know when we go, we don't send a notification out when we have reruns or anything like that, because I feel like that would be inundating your stuff. Also, make sure you guys are joining our Patreon. It's only $5 a month. And I believe for the year it's 45 or maybe 50. Maybe 50 or 55. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's 55. I think it's like a little bit of a discount if you do the whole year. So definitely check it out, sign up, and we will see you on there. Let's get into some breaking news, y'all. We got a little bit of breaking news on the horizon. Check it out. All right, y'all. So today, the Senate put a bill. I don't know if you guys knew, but the government was partially shut down. Yeah, didn't know if you guys knew that. If you didn't know, now you know. The Senate or the government was partially shut down, and so they did pass the bill today. Let's take a look at what's going on with it, and then we'll discuss what the implications of this is on the other side.
Welcome back. You just heard from Christian Cordero a moment ago. This is the breaking news with the House passing a bill to end the partial government shutdown. Now this measure will go to President Trump for his signature. It passed the Senate. This is a roughly $1.2 trillion spending package. And again, it will end most of this government shutdown. 11 of 12 appropriations bills will fund the vast majority of the government budget year, which will end on September 30th. It was a close vote. It passed 217 to 214, but it now will set the stage for a debate in Congress over the Homeland Security funding. So the partial government shutdown will now end, and the work will begin on the Homeland Security budget.
So one of the issues that I personally have with this whole situation was that, one of the good things that happened was that the House, or no, I think it was the Senate, that they successfully agreed upon splitting the bill a little bit to make sure that the appropriations, or the the appropriations for DHS and some other allocations were separated from the rest of the bill. So that way they can discuss all of that on a later thing. And that way, if they voted on it, it wouldn't continue to fund DHS and essentially ICE fully. So that was a good thing. That was when it went to the Senate. So they agreed upon that. My issue today is that there are some Democrats. There was Democrats that, there were 21 Republicans, if I'm not mistaken, that sided with the Democrats today regarding the House. But then there was 21 Democrats that joined in with approving the bill. So it was kind of like they had the numbers to kill the bill. It's just, I just feel like Hakeem Jeffries, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but I just feel like Hakeem Jeffries is just not an effective leader. Like, he just cannot wrangle them out. Like, I just can't. When is it not shut down? Do you not see the orange person off? I'm not surprised we get to shut down every. I know that's right. That's true. That is true. Dr. Rosa, my boo knew with his federal government work behind. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so but check out what what's his name said, I don't know why it's not playing the video. I'm sure you guys can hear it. I'm hearing it, but for whatever reason, it's not playing the thing. But we'll see. All Hakeem Jeffrey does is sit on his hands. I mean, him and what's his name? Chuck Schumer. I'm tired of everybody at this point. I mean, seriously, ineffective. Everybody. But anyway, I digress. This is what what's his name? Mike. Is it Mike Johnson? The majority leader for the House. Check what he said.
Speaker Johnson is talking about the passage of the government funding bill.
And you might say, well, now that 96% of the government is funded, it's just 4% what's out there. But it's a very important 4%. Because remember what the Homeland Security bill covers. It's not just Immigration Customs Enforcement. It's not just Customs and Border Patrol. It is TSA. It's the agents who keep us safe in the airports and keep air travel moving. It's the Coast Guard. It's Secret Service. It's FEMA. We're in the middle of winter storms that people are still digging out from. So this is no time to play games with that funding. We hope that they will operate in good faith over the next 10 days as we negotiate this. The president, again, has reached out. We are restoring calm in Minnesota. But again, we make the plea and the demand that the governors and the mayors in these blue states and blue cities participate with federal law enforcement so that we have a safer environment in which to implement and to enforce federal immigration laws. Very, very important, and it's something the American people demand and deserve.
Oh, shut up, girl. I'm sick of her. I don't often side with Dr. Holt on all of this stuff, but Dr. Holt, do you see what I see with her? With Miss Mike Johnson? We're going to leave it alone. But anyway, I just feel, I agree with you, Michaela. Like, we just need to reboot the entire government. Like, at this point, I think we need fresh blood. I think we need fresh faces, fresh energy. And I just want to clean house and the Senate. I'm really, really, really tired of all of them. Like, they really have not been successful, with the exception of onesies and twosies. We got AOC, we got Jasmine Crockett. I'm just, the new young, I think the young one out of Florida, there's some people that are doing what they need to do. Senator Warnock, I like his energy. But overall, I just feel like I need Cory Booker to go, because he's a Zionist and he's getting on my last few nerves. Okay, Chuck Schumer got to go too, girl. Chuck Schumer, you have done nothing. Okay, Control Alt Delete, exactly, Timothy. Okay. Well, you guys, this is Tuesday, Top 3 Tuesday, and it's not a full show like we do on Mondays and Wednesdays, but I wanted to add a little bit something different, and I added this segment called Pyro Power Pop Quiz, okay? So we're going to have some of these quiz questions throughout the show, 1 to 2, maybe 3, depending on the show and the length of the show. But check this one out. What was the name of Steve Hightower's funk band? If you guys remember the Steve Harvey show, what was the name of the funk band? Put it in the comments. What was the name of Steve Hightower's funk band? And don't you dare sit there and ChatGPT or Google it. You should know this. What was the name of Steve Hightower's funk band if you watch the Steve Harvey show? Mitch McConnell in the hospital. Is he in the hospital? Oh, we pray for him. We pray that he gets well. He gets better. They always sending people that need this. Anyway, let me be quiet. I'm not gonna say it. Corey a gal too. I just don't care if he did when he just get married. What was the name of Steve Hightower's band? I don't know this before my time. I know that's her. Okay, okay, y'all take it too damn long, and I'm surprised that the Gen X didn't come and say anything. This is y'all time. Thank you, child. I can't remember. That's a damn shame. Now, how come Keats knows? Isn't Keats? You're a millennial, right? Leave it to my millennials. Shout out to us. What did Timothy say? He said, I don't know, but I know the number one hit was when the funk hit the face. Oh my God. Anyway, what was the name of Steve Hightower's funk band? And the answer is the High Tops. Thank you, Keats. Did you Google it, Keats? Or did you? Is that what you did? I bet you Keats knew. Shout out to my millennials. Anywho, I'm very disappointed in you Gen Xers. Yes, thank you, Keats. I know he was a millennial coming through. Anywho, Michaela, you're a millennial too, huh? He Googled it. Shut up, Dr. Ho. You didn't even know. Let's move on. Let's get into the quick notes before we get into our top 3 stories for today. If you guys didn't know, we talked about, but can you sing the song though? Don't worry about it. That's not the. Oh, you can sing the song? Okay, that's wonderful. But you didn't know the damn. That wasn't the song. We didn't ask you to sing the song. We asked you what the name of the damn group was. He can't. Is 24 millennial? I don't know. Can you look that up? Can you look that up? I don't know if 24 is the youngest millennial. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I think you might be Gen Z, sis. You may be Gen Z. Anywho, I digress. Let's move on to Bill and Hillary Clinton. Now, remember, we talked about this last week, or maybe we talked about it on Monday. I can't remember. But we talked about it recently. We reported that the Clinton. Oh no, what's last week? The Clintons had wanted to not be a part of the deposition. They were saying that they were refusing to be deposed and meet and come and speak in front of the Senate. The Senate, or was it the Congress? Yeah, it was the Senate. And anyone after 2010 is Gen Z. Okay, thank you, Timothy. The Clintons are I don't know if they had. We don't know. I mean, listen. Let me be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. But this today, and also what was it? They were threatening to hold them in contempt of court. But the Clintons will appear for depositions in the House Epstein probe later this month, avoiding the contempt vote. They've asked to testify publicly. So now this is going to be dope because now we're going to be able to see everything that's going on with this. I'm very happy about it. They're going to go public and shame the shit out of Trump. I know that's right. As Gen Z, I know that's right, but Michaela, good for you. Okay, listen. Dr. Clintons are innocent. Listen, I feel like this is just all distraction from the fact that Trump was in there thousands of times in the damn files. And mind you, I just want you guys to remember that the files, they haven't released all of the files. There's still millions of pages to be released. Like, the files are not all there. You had the opportunity to meet Bill? I bet you did. Were you next to the line of Monica? Let me stop. Michaela said, I think Bill was all upon that island, personal opinion. Allegedly, I think the wife did not know what was going on. I don't know. I think he probably was on the island. I think he probably was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, but I don't know if he did anything with young girls. I don't know. But again, I don't put nothing past nobody. Like I said, if anybody is on that list and anybody is found guilty, I want them prosecuted to the highest level of prosecutions. If you touch any of them damn girls, I want you sent straight to the deepest, darkest, ugliest, roach-infested, rat-filled spaces of all of the deepest jails. Let that sit in your shots out. Hillary be looking at Bill like, here we go with your pussy. Oh my God. Please misspell your words in the chat. Thank you so much. The YouTube will YouTube will flag us. So please make sure you misspell your curse words in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I should have read that before I put that up there. Anywho, moving on. That's what's going on. We'll keep you guys abreast of what's going on. No pun intended. Keep you guys updated on all things that's going on with this particular case and the Epstein files overall. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Listen, I don't know if she's drinking liberal juice or whatever, but she's just really she's kind of getting annoying at this point. But listen, it is what it is. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene. But she's saying what we all been saying from jump. Now it's just coming from one of the biggest stars, MAGA stars, in MAGA history. Take a look.
MAGA is, I think people are realizing it was all a lie. It was a big lie for the people. What MAGA is really serving in this administration, who they're serving is their big donors, the big donors that donated all the money and continue to donate to the president's PACs and donate to the 250th anniversary and are donating to the big ballroom. And if they're donating to all these things, those are the people that get the special favors, they get the government contracts, they get the pardons, or somebody they love or one of their friends gets a pardon. And it's the foreign countries that are running the show here. It's the major big corporations and what is best for the world. That's really what MAGA is. That's the results. That's what we're seeing after one full year of MAGA.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
Girl, we knew what was going on with MAGA, girl. You just came to the light. Now you say, oh, everybody's seeing it. Everybody's waking up. No, girl, we've been new. We've been told you your beach blonde, bad bill, butch body ass. Dummy. A double-minded man is unstable and all. I know that's why. You better preach, minister. This picture. This bitch girl, now you want to come to the dog like at this point, keep God for. I know that's right. Yeah, I would still smack her, but I honestly think she's tired. But I still don't trust her ass. I don't either. She's a big dummy. A lie she helped spread. She by Sheree. Exactly, Keith. Sick of her ass. Just because you come into like everybody on the left, all these we gotta let them come back into the fold. You gotta sit there and deal with the bullshit that we had to deal with too. Especially people like you, Marjorie, Menagerie. You came in and coming with that bullshit. Spring, fall. Okay, Marjorie, come here. Right, sit next to Dr. Holt. You know, she can't sit next to you, Dr. Holt, because you're in the VIP section. You take your ass in the back. You can't even, matter of fact, stand up. Don't even sit in the pews. It's reserved for the Pyro family. Thank you. Everybody's bill comes through. Everybody. Everybody's going to get paid. Wait for your payday, girl. It's coming. Anywho, that's it for the quick notes. Sorry. Kwame, you really got to download Angela Bassett slapping that white woman when you talk about. Yes, I'm gonna download that. Text me and remind me, bro. I'm gonna do that. All right, y'all. Let's get into the top three trending news of what's going on. First, we have let's talk about Don Lemon. Okay, Don Lemon was on Jimmy Kimmel last night. He did an interview. As you guys know, for those who are catching up, and if you're watching on the replay and don't know what's going on, Don Lemon was arrested on Friday by federal agents. And he is facing charges, just trumped up charges, no pun intended. Well, all pun intended, actually. But it was in regards to the so-called him protesting, even though he was covering a story in the church that the protesters in Minnesota kind of entered and started protesting. What's up, Cupcakes? Tips in with my church finger. What's up, Queen? How you doing? But this is what's going on. This is an update on some of the things that he went through when he was arrested and how he's feeling now. Take a look.
Tonight, independent journalist Don Lemon doing his first post-arrest interview on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Federal agents arrested Lemon late last week at a Beverly Hills hotel. The Department of Justice saying his arrest was sparked by his coverage of an anti-ICE protest during a church service in Minnesota. Lemon said he and his attorney got word an arrest was possibly coming, so Lemon offered to turn himself in, but that is not what happened.
You know, I retained an attorney, and the attorney reached out to them and said, basically, I understand that you have an interest because your folks have been talking about it, and so if you are serious about this, then let's do it the right way. He's perfectly willing to self-report it, which means turn yourself in. And so we don't have to go through this whole rigmarole, and never heard back from them.
That is customary in a situation like this, that someone would be allowed to turn themselves in.
Yeah, people who are accused of much worse things than I am accused of doing is they are allowed the courtesy. I mean, Donald Trump was allowed the courtesy to turn himself in when he was.
That's right.
He did, yeah.
You know, girl, I watched the interview in its entirety last night. And first of all, if you have not had a chance to, go ahead and check it out. It's on Jimmy Kimmel Live. You can watch it on YouTube, and you can just watch you don't have to watch the entire show. You can just watch the interview. It's one of his biggest interviews, actually, as far as the numbers are concerned. Last night when I was watching it, it was almost at 1 million views. But I digress. My point is, no pun intended, but it's Tim from yes. His husband Tim, yes. Everybody needs a Tim in their life, huh? But I was actually really frustrated last night when I was listening to Don, because it feels like I was already pissed off when he was arrested, because I felt like now you're just taking it to another damn level where you already were pushing on the Second Amendment, which is unheard of for the Republican Party, about, you know, him being, you know, not bringing a weapon to, you know, and just infringing on Alex Preddy's, you know, for a Second Amendment right. But then you arrested a journalist for doing his First Amendment job, which he's protected as press. And then you tried to come up with all this other BS. But what bothered me even more was not the fact that he's a Black journalist, and we already know the skewed, unfavorable hurdles that he has to go through just as a Black journalist, but the fact that his legal team had already reached out when they tried twice to go to the courts and seek injunctions for him, and they failed. And then he said, okay, well, you want me to go out there? You want me to self-report? What you want me to do? You wanted to play games. You wanted to try to embarrass him. You wanted to try to make him be some type of clown for y'all to just have an amusement moment for. But what you don't realize you did is that you catapulted him into stardom. He was already doing really well on YouTube. Now he has national acclaim, and he was on CNN. But at least he was relegated when he went to start his independent company, his independent media company, and doing his independent journalism on YouTube. He was relegated to the far left, and those who are considered lemon nations, and those who are just focused on left-wing politics. Now you have just fully expanded him into another space, because all they talked about all weekend was Don Lemon and what you did to him. You dumb ass. You don't know how to run a country. You don't know how to handle foreign policy. You definitely don't know how to handle fucking domestic policy either. You're stupid. But you got the art of the deal, huh, Trump? Dummy. I don't know how anybody will sit there and try to think that he could control the country when he can't even control his damn bowels. Anyway, Timothy says he lives in New York and y'all wait till he's in LA for the Grammys to do it. No coincidence. Exactly. Right. Shout out to the Lemon Nation, Michaela. Whew. We're gonna keep an eye out. We support you, Don Lemon. We support you, Lemon Nation. I'm a part of Lemon. I joined the Lemon Nation last week. Okay, I was already watching him on a daily. I watched him, The View, and Luke Beasley, and also Brian Tyler Cohen. So I keep up with that whole cycle. Oh, and I've had a podcast. Love those girls. But Don Lemon is part of my news watch. What I watch and what I look for different perspectives on different articles that we talk about on Pyro Power Hour. Keep up the great work, Don. You have lit a fire on all of us who are independent media organizations and groups and entities, journalists, everybody. These platforms are important. Big, small, medium, whatever. Keep speaking truth to power. Those are yellow hearts and lemons for Don. We love you, Don. We're here for you. All right. Let's get to story topic number 2. Unfortunately, this is we got some updates this morning on what was going on. If you guys remember, Savannah Guthrie's, who is one of the co-hosts on the Today Show, or anchors rather on the Today Show, her mother went missing on Saturday. This has been a huge issue and huge. This is really, really scary. We have not heard from her. We don't know what's going on. But there's been an update this morning. Take a look.
Well, a source tells CBS News there was blood found inside the home of Savannah Guthrie's mother. Now, investigators don't know yet whose blood it was, but police do believe 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was abducted from her home over the weekend. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti talked with the sheriff leading the search.
The biggest priority?
It is those cameras at the home.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos says the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, was an act of foul play.
Is it fair for me to characterize this as an abduction?
I believe she was abducted, yes. She didn't walk from there. She didn't go willingly. This is an 84-year-old lady who, in the middle of the night, while she's asleep, is taken from her home.
Guthrie was last seen around 9:45 Saturday night when family dropped her off at her home in Tucson. Then, on Sunday morning, a friend called Guthrie's children, telling them she had not shown up to church. They then notified the sheriff's department around noon that day after not being able to find their mother.
She is very limited in her mobility, right? We know she didn't just walk out of there.
Nanos says finding Guthrie is crucial because she relies on daily medication.
You say it needs to be taken every single day to save her life.
Absolutely.
I mean, the clock is literally ticking. Are you concerned that it may be too late before she is found?
We don't want to go there. Look, we just want to find her.
Savannah took to her Instagram with this message, calling for everyone to please pray, saying in part, thank you for lifting your prayers with ours for our beloved mom, our dearest Nancy, a woman of deep conviction, a good and faithful servant, and ending the post simply by saying, bring her home.
How is the Guthrie family doing?
They're pretty devastated. They just want their mom home.
And Savannah Guthrie is here in Tucson assisting with the investigation. She's hired a private security team as it remains unclear if this was a targeted crime. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Tucson, Arizona.
This is absolutely disgusting, and I just don't understand how you could just want to harm somebody's mother. Like, I don't understand it. Like, and I pray, just keep her in prayer, y'all. I pray she gets home safely, that she's found safe and sound. I heard some things that were regarding TMZ, but they're not substantiated, and I just didn't want to talk about it on the show because I just didn't. I just couldn't. The longer she is missing, the more it doesn't like. We just gotta pray, Keats. That's all I gotta say. Unfortunately, yeah. I pray that that's not the case, but you know, we just pray that she is found safe and sound. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a commercial break, but before we do, we're gonna try to lighten up the mood a little bit, and do another Pyro Power Pop quiz. And then when we come back, we'll reveal the answer to it. What city did Sinclair move from In Living Single? Remember the movie or the TV show In Living Single? Make sure that you guys do not look it up on Google or ChatGPT. But what city did Sinclair move from in Living Single? All right, y'all. With the answer when we come back.
Hey, how y'all doing? Real quick, this is Daryl Walter, host of the Daryl Walter Show. I know. And you are watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, it's Dr. Nicole D. Vick from Dr. Victorious, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Hey, it's Pastor Kim from It's Just Kim Live Show, and you're watching Pyro Media Network.
Bring it up. Bring it back.
And we are Black, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Thank you for joining us and staying with us. Make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel if you have not done so already, or if you're watching on the replay. And don't forget to text BLAZE, BLAZE, to 833-793-2423. I appreciate you guys and all that you do. All right, y'all. Let's get back to the show. Remember what we said before we went to commercial. What we did our little Pyro Power Pop quiz. What city did Sinclair move from in Living Single? Let's see what you guys said. We have I don't know. We have Cleveland. We have Minnesota. What is Minneapolis? ATL. I'm driving, so I can't completely answer. No worries, all good. The answer is Minneapolis. So who said it? Well, I guess technically we're gonna give it to Dr. O because he said Minneapolis. It wasn't technically Minnesota. But yes, even though Cupcake said it first, Dr. O said the correct one, Minneapolis. So yeah, so we'll give it to Dr. O. All right, y'all. Let's get into the last story of today. Sherri Shepherd. We heard some horrible news today, or actually last night, about Sherri Shepherd and her show. Well, not horrible. That sounds like she's going away. She's okay. She's physically alive. All this stuff, whatever. Pontiac. Let's move on. Let's take a look at what's going on with her.
I wonder if this could ever be me. And the fact that it is I'm just so grateful and humbled.
I know, this is where all of the magic happens. Yes.
But only for a little bit longer, because Sherri Shepherd's talk show Sherri is ending after 4 seasons, her production company announcing the cancellation Monday, noting the decision does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, or the incredibly talented Sherri, and promising to explore alternatives for it on other platforms. A sign that Sherri is just too expensive to keep on the air as viewership across broadcast TV continues to decline in the age of streaming.
What you're seeing now, I mean, what you're seeing now is like love, laughter, joy. You know, I want people to know that I see you.
The news dropping just hours after another show announced it's over too, The Kelly Clarkson Show, which has reigned daytime for 7 seasons. Kelly calling it her choice as she wants to focus on her kids who lost their dad, Brandon Blackstock, last year after a battle with skin cancer, a tragedy that forced Kelly to take a break from her show.
I wish and I hope she could call Oprah Winfrey, because Oprah told me, you teach people how to treat you. And she said to me when I said, they're calling me to do everything and I'm not with Jeffrey, I'm missing dates. And she said, Jeffrey will not care when you tell him that you did all this for him. So I sent Kelly flowers because parenting is not for the weak. It takes a lot doing a talk show. So I think she's making the right decision for her and her family. She's a single mom now. It's important. In order to have great friends, you have to make yourself a friend.
Both Kelly and Sherri, who took over Wendy Williams' time slot after 13 seasons, will air their final episodes this fall.
Making people happy is what I do. That's who I am.
All right, y'all. So listen, can I be honest with you guys? I'm not sad about this. What I am frustrated with, I'm going to say this. I am frustrated that Sherri did not get the opportunity that Kelly Clarkson did to announce that she wasn't going to be on there. That the production company just went out there and just put the statement out for her. I don't know what that was about. I think that it would have been only fair for Sherri to be allowed to express that herself. There's a lot of people like Lonnie Love. They all felt the same way. But I'm not sad about this. I never really watched Sherri. I'm sorry, I didn't. I liked Kelly Clarkson's show too, but I never really watched her either. So I think a lot of these daytime shows, they're not pulling in the amount that is needed in terms of views because of streaming. People are going to streaming. Like legacy media is not the same. And I just feel like there are rumors too about J Hud and her show. They don't know what's going on with hers, but I think that they're going to probably pull hers too. But Dr. Holt said something that was interesting earlier. He said that she would be better as a game show host or something, talk show. And I agree. I think that she would be better if she was a game show host. I think she has that energy. One of the things that I feel like made Wendy Williams dominate that and Timothy just said it. People want to see what's going on. They want gossip. She took over Wendy's Williams' spot and didn't give Wendy not even a little bit. Talk about what's going on. Exactly. I guess Jennifer's next. Yeah, I think she is, because Jennifer and Sherri are very wholesome, right? And Wendy was very hard hitting. And I feel like the reason why shows like The View or even the Real was on and why they lasted as long as they did was because they were having deep discussions and they're hard hitting when it comes to the guests that they have on. And I just feel like Jennifer's show is pre-recorded and trash. Really? I don't watch it, so I don't know. So I'm gonna take your word for it, Timothy. I didn't know it was pre-recorded and trash. I feel like live is different. Like you get to interact with your audience. I don't know. It's different for me. She hosted the Newlywed Game Show. Yeah, I think she did well as a game show host. I feel like that's her vibe. I feel like she would be even better as a podcast host, but I don't know about a daytime talk show host. People want ratchet. I don't even know about necessarily ratchet. Yes, bring back Ricky Lake. See, Ricky Lake wasn't ratchet, but she had a good damn show. Sally Jeffrey, Raphael. Well, not too much. I really could do without Jerry Springer. And actually, I liked Maury Povich. It had a thing. She had a podcast called Too Funny. Yeah, that was cute for Disney. Yeah. How long Steve Harvey been on Family Feud? Listen, exactly. But Steve Harvey also has a radio show. So if he wants to go ahead and express his opinion, he could do it on the radio show. He collecting his check from the game show, and then he's collecting his check from talking his shit on his radio show. So I don't know. I think that's the direction, because I loved Sherry Shepherd on Dish Nation. I really did. Ricky just said in the interview she's not coming back to daytime. Yeah, I don't know. I think that she would be great coming back, but Ricky is a different. I think it's a different space now. I don't think Ricky would be able to handle it. Steve Harvey also brought Family Feud and took it worldwide. That's true. Bring back for long. Oh my God, you went back. Not Rolanda. Ricky was ratchet. Yeah, she was ratchet, but you know it. I feel like Zeus Network is ratchet. That's what I consider ratchet. But I don't know, y'all. I don't have much to say about her. I'm not really. It is what it is. Where's Geraldo? That's what I'm saying. Well, no, Geraldo can keep his ass where he's at, because he went full MAGA. So we don't want Geraldo now. Steve got to he's on the 5, if I'm not mistaken, on Fox 5. Steve got to work to keep Marjorie. Yeah. Exactly. Because Marjorie's expensive. I'm just saying. Yeah. Am I missing anything else, y'all? I'm not talking about that whole R. Kelly situation with I just think that situation is annoying. I did see that his lawyers responded to that young lady. No comment. Anything else before we go? Anything y'all want to talk about? Anything I'm missing? No? Okay. Got a little time just in case. What do you guys think? Mitch has flu-like symptoms. Yeah, I heard about that. Maybe he got COVID. I don't know. But I hope he feels better. I don't want him to go out like that. They need to figure out what's going on with y'all's president. That's what they need to figure out what's going on. That motherfucker, that bro is losing it. Every 5 seconds he on that damn True Social, child. I mean, he don't need a phone. Some people just don't need phones. Keep God first. I know this. He's ready, Lord. Only God knows when they're ready. Leave him alone. My Jesus. What's for dinner? Right. Y'all pray for Mitch. Y'all pray for Mitch McConnell. All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will see you guys for the full show tomorrow. Like I said, if you guys have anything, Mitch been glitching for a while. Listen, for a while, Keats. For a while. All right, y'all. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tonight is a new episode and a live episode of It's Just Kim. So make sure you guys check it out at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And before we go, we're going to throw a little bit of some things up and let you guys vibe out before we go. Love you guys. Throw some yellow hearts in there, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Get
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.